Hey, who wants to find out Edmonton and area's latest real estate market stats? Stay tuned so I can give you exactly what's happening with our prices, what's happening with our market, and if it is a good time for you to consider buying Edmonton real estate. Hey everybody, my name is Leanna Martins. I'm a local Edmonton real estate agent, and welcome to Moving to Edmonton. I publish 2 videos a week, and I always do some type of market update like this, and then I always do other types of information to help you determine what city might be the best to move to in Alberta. Is Edmonton a good consideration, and is Edmonton a good place to be? And don't forget to subscribe below so you don't miss any of my videos. Me and my team specialize in supporting relocations. Come to Edmonton with ease and confidence. So if you're looking for more information, curious about anything, whether it's schools, roads, real estate values, please call, email, text me, and I promise to respond to you and support you with all the information that you need to make this transition as easy as you can. So without any further ado, let's dive in to Edmonton and area's latest market stats. So right now, the average selling price, so this is Edmonton and area, so greater Edmonton area. And to give you a bit of an idea of what area that encompasses, let me show you. So this is the greater Edmonton area, roughly. So the reason that I'm showing you this is that lots of our clients, lots of people that are watching this channel are relocations, considering relocating and not quite sure perhaps where in Alberta you want to be. And you've looked at areas that aren't just Edmonton. You've looked at Calgary, you've looked at Grand Prairie, and you may have looked at the surrounding communities outside of Edmonton. So that's why I think it's important for you to understand what are the real estate values in those communities. So that's the greater Edmonton area. And then that goes out to Spruce Grove, for example, right here. Spruce Grove goes out to Stony Plain, Nisku, Leduc. Looking at Leduc prices is actually really interesting. Out East Edmonton, which is Sherwood Park, and St. Albert. So mostly, really, that's about as far as you will go. Let's have a quick look at what is happening in the greater Edmonton area. So the average home price right now is $412,000, and that's the average overall residential. So there's 4 different segments of residential real estate. You guys are going to be looking at single family, likely. This is residential attached or duplex. Then we've got our row homes. And as you go down that spectrum, the price point goes down and then you have condominiums. So with really where you're at, the average house price that's going to be a consideration for you is $500,000. Now, in terms of like the amount of buyers in the market, the amount of sellers in the market, and what type of market is Edmonton in right now. So you can see that year over year, we're down about 15% from our COVID anomalous times. But if you go back to pre-COVID, our market is actually stronger in terms of sales overall and listings. And then we can see that our sales are only down year over year 2%. Which is interesting. So our inventory is down and our sales are only down 2% from a really historic year, which was last year, 2022. So this is what's accounting for our shortage in inventory. Now, I want to reassure any of you Ontario buyers and British Columbia buyers, you're not seeing anywhere near the types of shortages and buyer demand that you still have in your provinces. So that will not account for competing offers where you have to drop your buyer's contingencies, where you have to, go in 50, 60, 70, 100, $150,000 over list. That is not happening here. So just put your mind at ease. You still have, even though there is low inventory, that's really going to be reflected more in the selection, and your days on market is what's going to account for the amount of competition that there are. In addition to how many buyers are in the market. So if you look at your detached, look at last year, year over year, it was 28 days on market. That was the overall average. And now it's up 22 days. So it's up to about 40 days on average. So homes are sitting longer on the market. Now, the inventory that you are probably more interested in is going to be new build inventory. And this is resale. The new build inventory still goes on the market. So let's have a quick look at that. So what this is this is in the last 30 days. And this is all new home construction. So new home construction, let me see. What I did is I looked at Edmonton, and these numbers are also the surrounding area, which is what you care about, right? We've looked at, and this is anything in the last 30 days. So I did go to Stony Plain, Spruce Grove, Leduc, Beaumont, but it doesn't mean anything sold out there. You can see quite a few in Edmonton. So the average sales in Edmonton in the last 30 days, there was 127 sold at an average sales to list price ratio. So this is perfect. This will give you an idea of how much over list or under list is the average Edmonton new home going for. So these are anything that is built within this year that is sold in the last 30 days. And the builders got 98% on average their sales to list price ratio. So if you go up here, you can see that this one, for example, got 100%. This one did sell over, but it's not what you're expecting. It went over by $5,000. So it was 101%. You have some that are as low as 95%. So that means that the builder overpriced it and it just sat for too long. So 94 looks like the lowest, and about 106%, which is over list, is the highest. So that's why, you know, within those 127, you're getting on average 98% sales to list price ratio, which is right here. So that was for Edmonton. Let's have a look at Leduc. The next thing I actually want to point out is look at the average price. So the average price of sold real estate in new home construction on the resale market is $527. So $527,000 at 98% of list. Now, if you are looking for maybe a little bit more home, there's a couple places that you could be going that I'd recommend. So Leduc is one of them. Look at how much higher their price points are. So it looks like they're doing a lot more custom new home construction. So $700,000. So their average price point here is $618, and their sales to list price ratio is over list, 103%. Now, if we go into Spruce Grove, their average price point is lower. So they're doing quite a few new home builds, and their highest price point, at least in the last 30 days, is $640,000. And they're at about 99 sales to list price ratio. Now, the next community that you could consider if you're looking for, you know, really more of the dream home. This is, you get to cash out for the first time in your life. You got the schwack of cash, you know, and you now want to have the best home that you can. So in St. Albert, the average sales to list price ratio is 99%, and their average price point is $604. So it goes up to a custom, a high-end build at $1.3 million, but you see a lot more $600,000 and $700,000, just like Leduc. And that was in St. Albert. So the overall average sales to list price ratio that you can expect, at least in the last 30 days, is 98%. So it really is important to understand the inventory, where you're looking, where has what, and then also obviously the schools, the drives, and what you're willing to accommodate for the house. Is the school more important than the house? Is the house more important than the school? And what does life look like from there? So thanks for watching. I hope that you found that interesting, just to begin to understand the Edmonton area currently over the last 30 days, the average price point for the type of real estate that you guys are going to be looking at, in particularly, which is new home construction, I have found. So I want you guys to put some comments below and let me know what it is that you're looking for, because then I can actually record that content and help educate you and save you some time. So if you have any questions, you know, call, email, text me, and I will get back to you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe below so you don't miss any, because another one's coming out on Saturday. And I will see you soon. Bye.